Spring's coming along. It's definitely a little different than last year, especially for a guy like myself, trying to get back into the whole football mode, fast pace. A lot of guys just got to get in shape, so that's all.
What's it been like with such few numbers in your position? Obviously, it's a great opportunity, I can imagine.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, it's an opportunity that each guy at my position is taking advantage of. We're all working because we know we're going to need each other. We know we're going to need each other to show up every day, play hard, play for each other, because we're all going to pretty much need to be on the field. So, like I said, with it being a fast-paced offense, you know, it's actually fun. So.
Did you expect it to take a while when you came, having been away from it for a while?
I did, and that's why that first year, coming in and working out with Coach Russell my first year here before he left, was really big for me. My body made a complete 360. I mean, I feel a whole lot better now, even than I did when I was playing football back in my high school days. I feel like I'm more mature physically, and you know, so I'm getting there.
Being older, is it maybe a little easier for you to be a little more patient than some of these guys? You've seen a lot.
Patience, yeah. I wouldn't say I'm old, but I am older, so maybe an adjustment that I am starting to. That's a little bit different now is not having as much energy as I did when I was 18, and you know, watching things like simple as like my diet. You know, I can't do some things I used to do then and expect to play up to the level that I need to.
Melvin, how far into the baseball thing did you start realizing you missed football?
From day one. I mean, of course I took baseball. It was an opportunity. I loved it. I played it my whole life. It was the first sport I ever played. Followed under my dad and my brother, and it was something I loved. But once I started football around 10th grade, I realized that was a sport that physically was probably better for me overall. It was something I enjoyed doing, and I wasn't doing it that I felt like I was playing for it because I loved it. Baseball was something that was just a part of me.
You talked about your diet, but what kind of things were you eating that you can't eat anymore?
Everything. Fast food. Now I make sure it's just everything. My hydration, watching what I eat as far as, you know, just like it's simply just staying away from a lot of the fast food, a lot of the fat stuff, you know. And it's really important. You know, it sounds cliche, but it's very important.
Melvin, with this offense, do the wide receivers have to be in better shape than anybody else on the field?
Definitely. And you know, and I'm sure every position, every guy on the field will say that they need to be in great shape, but as a wide receiver, and I feel like as a wide receiver on any football team, you need to be in top-notch shape. Whether you're the best shape on the team, but you need to be in that category. It's one of the guys that can run all day long. That's all we do. We run and block all day. So.
What are some of the points of emphasis Coach Craig has with you guys right now, this sport of practice?
First of all, being physical. We have a lot of receivers that are actually big guys. So being physical, first of all, and concentrating and focus when we're tired. Because you're going to get tired as a wide receiver. In this offense, you're going to get tired. So being able to concentrate and focus, you know, through adversity and being fatigued, that's his biggest.
You're trying to work more in the slot, or you're trying to work more outside? Where you see yourself kind of fitting in?
Wherever he puts us. I mean, like I said, we only have 10 guys, and we've been doing a lot of switching over the last week or so. So it's not necessarily set yet, and I think he's doing that because we're going to need guys to play multiple spots, and it's only an advantage for us to learn and know multiple positions, because, like I said, at the end of the day, come Saturday, you don't know where you're going to go. So as of right now, I wouldn't be able to know if I'm in a slide or on the outside, but.
We hear about the scholarship guys. Any of the other walk-on guys that caught your attention at all?
Be honestly, the walk-on guys here, they all work very hard, and even at my position, we've got some guys that look like they want a scholarship, or either look like they're on scholarship. I focus on my position mostly. I focus on my team, but at my position, we have a couple of guys that really work hard. And that's one thing I can really say. We actually got guys that want to play football. So.
No, now you're technically a walk-on.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Dodgers, they're just going to pay for you the whole way through? Is that how that works?
That's been the deal so far. Even myself, I'm working my way to to having a good spring in Coach Malzahn's eyes, to where he decides to put me on the scholarship here. So that's my main focus right now, to make sure I give myself an opportunity to get a scholarship. But until that day, yeah, Dodgers is taking care of that.
Still keeping up on the Dodgers?
Oh yeah, you know, I try to. I have a few friends that still play ball with them. So.
Any big names we might know?
D. Gordon, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, he was a really good friend of mine in the minors. So yeah, pretty much D.
Is this a really good opportunity for you, new coaching staff, offense, use a lot of receivers?
It is. Like I said, it's we have such a bond in our receiver room that everything is so competitive, but at the same time we push each other and we want each other to be good. You know, it's not necessarily, you know, a lot of cases you got guys on teams that they fight for positions to the point where they turn themselves into enemies to each other. We need each other out there because, like I said, we're not that deep at our position, and we all want it so bad, and we need each other, honestly.
Who do you think among the group, including yourself, has really grasped the offense the best at this point?
Say one more time, I'm sorry.
Who's really grasped the offense so at this point? The receivers. Who do you guys kind of turn to for some guidance?
Guys that have been in it. Trevon Reed, he's been in this before. He's a guy that's a vocal leader in our room. You know, we play different positions, but he's pretty much, he came into this already having an idea of how the offense needed to be ran. But from day one, since the coaching staff got here, we've all been, they've all pressed it to us how they want it, how it's gonna be. So from day one, we've all studied it, you know, day in, day out. So I mean, as a whole, we've got it down pretty good. Like I said, our biggest thing is making sure we can maintain that focus when we're fatigued, because a lot of times that's when things fly out the window. But as far as learning offense, we pretty much got it down.
Melvin, how did you end up at Auburn? I mean, when you decided to give up baseball, why'd you come to Auburn?
It just had a lot to do with, like I said, deciding to leaving baseball and come back to school. It was just taking the time out to not just to look deeper into the school, the facilities, the programs, the academics, everything that I didn't look into as much as when I was 18 years old. It was just, I want to play college football. Coming back here was more about, okay, now I need to start thinking about a future. So when I decided to do that and I took the opportunity to come here and check things out, I mean, I fell in love with Auburn, and it became a second home to me.
Is it funny that you signed with Alabama and now you're playing with Auburn?
Oh, yeah. I mean, at first it was. A lot of the guys that I did sign that year with Alabama and became friends with, obviously by the time I came here, they were, you know, either getting drafted or almost done. So I didn't have many relationships with many of the guys over there once I did come back here, besides the coaches. But at the end of the day, they all know that as a man, that's a decision I got to make and live with, and I feel like I made the best one.
As you sit right now, what are your future plans and goals? I mean, where do you hope this?
Oh, well, right now I want to graduate. I mean, like I said, of course, when I came out of high school, I'm thinking about ball. But as of right now, I work hard to, like I said, to make sure I play on Saturdays, and you never know. Hopefully, I'll get an opportunity to play on Sundays. But thinking realistic, I have to worry about making sure I put myself in position to get a job first.